So first and foremost, before we even start with the event, the teachings of the pristine household of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. I'm pleased to welcome you to the 7th annual gala dinner program here in Toronto, Canada. So, it's my absolute pleasure to be the master of ceremonies for tonight's gala, and what a blessing that we are gathered here to celebrate the birth anniversary of our beloved 8th Imam, a man who actually became a source of consolation to the poor and a model for the rich. And actually, a quick story about Imam alayhi salam, especially since we mentioned a model for the rich and a consolation for the poor. One of the rich people within the community came to the Imam after he saw that the Imam would wait until his family members, maids, whoever was within his vicinity would sit down with him to have a meal. He'd wait for all of them to sit down first before he actually started his meal. And so the man of wealthy background came to him and said, "Oh Imam, why?" And this is where the Imam said quite clearly, all are created by God. Adam is their father and Eve is their mother. Everyone will be dealt with by God according to his deeds. Why should there be any discrimination in this world? These are the lovely words of the Imam, our 8th Imam, Imam Rida alayhi salam. So in light of the generosity of the Imam, today is a day of giving. Today is a day of contribution. Today is a day that you can support. To help bring to life this wonderful event, we welcome speakers and reciters from all over the world here in Toronto, Canada. I am definitely privileged to be here amongst you all, and inshallah you will feel the blessings of those speakers that will share some of their knowledge and insight relating to Imam Rida alayhi salam and their experiences with the channel as well. Now before we begin, just a few announcements. First and foremost, if in any case of an emergency, you'd need to look for some fire exits. No one actually told me it before. I'm assuming one is here, and one is at the back, and maybe that brown door if all else fails, and that brown door there as well. We just need to say it just in case. Right. Now, on your tables, brothers and sisters, there are a couple of documents. First and foremost, you see the lovely dome of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, which is the brochure for tonight's event. Now, tonight's event does have, as I mentioned, many speakers and reciters. However, there is the donation campaign items. So for those of you in the hall, you'll see to my right, some of the donation campaign items are here, you can see, but also they'll be in your brochure, they'll have the schedule, and kind of importantly is the menu as well for tonight's gala dinner. But there is one document I want to bring your attention to now, and that's the black and white document below the brochure. Can I see a show of hands, please? Everyone holding that white, black and white document. Let me see, everyone. Everyone. Okay, cool. So by the end of the day, I'd like to see all of these filled up. So right now, everyone has shown, but quite confidently, because there's no responsibility on you now, everyone quite confidently whipped out the paper, which is fantastic to see. By the end of today's program, I'm going to ask again, can all the brothers and sisters please show me those black and white documents filled in? Filled in? Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. We have one already, I think. All right. In any way, other than that, there are some raffle prizes. The raffles are about $5 for $20. The prizes will be announced. So, we move on to the next segment of today's show. Before I welcome the first keynote speaker, I want to take you on a 13-year journey, brothers and sisters. A 13-year journey. Now this journey started in 2009. If I can kindly ask the AV team to put the presentation on the screen so that you can see what I'm talking about at the same time. Right. So this journey, as I mentioned, brothers and sisters, started in 2009. I know it doesn't seem too far away, but nonetheless, it's a prosperous adventure that has led a group of individuals with a dream and a mission operating near the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. A journey of persistence, a journey of hardship, a journey of dedication, submission, but above all, a journey of brotherhood. Again, I'm not sure if the presentation is still on the screen. AV team, if you can help me out with this, that'll be fantastic, because I do need to go on to the next slide. We'll get there, no worries. Cool. So starting really as a team in Isfahan, Iran, which turned the very, very small broadcasting channel to a worldwide phenomenon. Genuinely, it's a worldwide phenomenon. They had a motive, a mission, a vision which really led them to move from Iran to the land of Sayyid al-Shuhada, Abi Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, in Karbala, where they kind of purchased a small headquarters in Bain al-Haramain. Now they began looking for a team of producers, directors, set designers, presenters, researchers, and much more. So each one of them played an absolutely vital, pivotal role in the smooth running of this channel and the growth of it. We'll get in there, right? Okay, cool. We'll get there. In any case, basically what happened then is, I want to share some numbers with you, okay? Let's go to the slide that has all the numbers on it, right? So the numbers, not the journey. Next slide, please. After that, here, stay here. Now, you may not see the numbers here, but let me explain them to you. So, essentially what's happened is that as of the end of 2021, the end of when? 2021, over 11 million views and 1,648,155 minutes produced on the Farsi channel, Imam Hussein TV1. Established in 2009, over 38 million views and over 1 million minutes produced on the Arabic channel, Imam Hussein TV2. Established in 2012, over 15 million views and more than 300,000 minutes produced on the English channel, Imam Hussein TV3. And in 2013, over 3 million views and more than 150,000 minutes produced on the Urdu channel, Imam Hussein TV4. In 2016, and over 5 million views and over 300,000 minutes produced, the Turkish channel, Al-Zahra TV. And that, by the way, is just social media. Our IPTV satellite network has amassed a collective, colossal viewership of over 10 million individual views from over 100 different countries. Okay? And the plan is not to stop there. The plan is to reach every single country on the face of this earth. We do not stop there when it comes to Imam Hussein Media Group, because the group has its own very own news agency providing you with focused and unbiased news of the Shia across the globe. Okay, so wherever there is an occasion within the Shia world, the media group covers that. Next slide, please. So who is in charge of these operations? It's quite simple, really. Whether you're a cameraman or a presenter or a producer, a director, to put it simply, and you can see on that slide there that all of the lines lead to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, because the head of the channel is Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Next slide. Now, who is Imam Hussein Media Group? Next slide, please, after that. Who is Imam Hussein Media Group? And what do we stand for? Now, I'm not going to bore you with the usual stuff, but essentially there's a firm group of 700 dedicated servants, not superior or inferior to anyone around this. Mind mapping, next slide please, brainstorming, planning, and executing some of the highest quality shows and documentaries. Now, we believe in order for the next generation of our youth to survive and thrive and serve their communities, as well as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Ahlul Bayt, we must come up with innovative, groundbreaking ideas and shows. And that is why the teams from all over the world work their hardest and dedicate their day and night to transmit the message of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam in the purest sense. Some of the documentaries that you've seen on this channel are not runners-up, but rather they are kind of the leaders in the Shia world today, discussing a magnitude of different topics and some seemingly taboo topics as well. The channel, the media group, is not associated to any political or religious group. However, it's here to benefit everyone, regardless of your background. And once a small 700 now once a small group is now a 700 power brigade consisting of employees and volunteers who have dedicated a substantial part of their lives to the servitude of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Next slide, please. So essentially, wait. Just put it on your roll, please. Yeah. So there's 3 S's that you can see on your screen. You might have seen the first S, but can I get a show of a guess or someone who can shout out the first S? All right, so you did see it. So the first S of the 3 S's and the role that we would like you to play as part of the channel is share. Click the button. Share is not there, but well done for the try. Share. So the next buttons, please, just keep clicking the buttons until you get the end of share. Please don't do the next one. Wait. Yeah, stop there. So essentially what you can do is share. It only takes 1 click to share our latest productions. Everyone's going through something in their lives. So when you share an informative video to someone who's going through something, that video, maybe a 1-minute clip, or it could be a whole documentary, could change their life. You don't really know. Okay? So yeah, the media group does rely on people sharing the work of the channel. The second S, anyone can hazard a guess? That rhymed. Support. Support is there, but it's not the second S. The second S is actually sign. Why do I say sign? Because essentially you can sign your names, the signature that we all want, not of certain personalities in the world, certain footballers, or yesterday actually we had guests in the flat that we were staying in, and their eyes were glued to the screen on a basketball game. I don't know who was playing, I don't know who won. What's that guy again? Steph Curry or something like that might have won something or the other. But yeah, not those kind of signatures of basketball players or baseball players or soccer, as we call it, football, which is supposed to call it football, not soccer, players, but actually the signature of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, and in particular the signature of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Whenever you contribute, whenever you do anything dedicated to the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, the signature, the seal of approval that we want is from Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So any contribution that you provide today, any donation, know that the signature and the seal of approval is done by Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And that is something to really think about, inshallah, when you're contributing. The third S, support. So we can ask you to support in many, many different ways. I can sit here and talk about how amazing the channel is, but the channel would not survive without the generous donations of you, the people here and the viewers at home. The channel will not survive. As I mentioned earlier, they're not associated to any political group or any religious group. There's no specific funding from a religious person or a political group. The funding literally comes from you, the people. So we would like to ask you, inshallah, today, as I mentioned, it's a day of contribution, a day of donating, and a day of supporting the channel, inshallah. Next slide. Is there anything after that? Support by sharing, support by helping, support by donating. As I mentioned, the world runs on money. We are at a time of great Shia disunity. I'm reading from the slide for some reason. With all the outside pressures, let us come together and take this media project to the next level. Okay, next slide, please. I think that's more or less it. So in summary, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. In summary, a slogan that we're all familiar with. Many of us have this slogan engraved in our hearts, but a few really understand the slogan of the Imam Hussein Media Group, and that is your gateway to Karbala. But what does this actually mean? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was the city of knowledge, and Ali was the gate. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was the city of wisdom, and Ali was the gate. Rasulullah was the city of mercy, and Ali was the gate. You guessed it. Thus, Karbala is the city of teachings of Rasulullah, and Imam Hussein TV is your gate. For there is no other media network streaming live from the holy land of Karbala 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, for 13 years running. But remember, 5 men started this channel, 5 channels, 5 languages, and 5 more reasons for you to support today. And in honor of the eminence of those who have arrived, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. And as we said, Imam Hussein alayhi salam is your gateway to Karbala. Karbala, as I step onto your sand, you capture my eyes. Karbala, I see heaven has been placed here beneath your skies. Karbala, I feel the darkness of grief within me rise. Karbala, I feel my heart heavy with my wails and cries. Karbala, and finally opposite me, your pure shrine lies. All my life I've lived, now I meet with my demise. Karbala, I shed my tears wondering what I have been. I come to you dressed in all my lies and sin. I can't bear, oh forgive her. Now I'm here in Karbala, Karbala, Karbala. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Right then, first off, to kickstart this jam-packed and wonderful event is a video. So I'd like to once again ask you to turn your attentions to the screens as we show you some of Ahl Bayt TV's work. Imam Hussein TV's work. I'm really, really sorry. Why did I say that? Imam Hussein TV's work, sorry. It is Ahl Bayt, isn't it, right? Yeah, it's all about to the Ahl Bayt. Can we not?
I think it's everyone's dream to work and serve the Ahlul Bayt alayhum salam.
Working with this project allows us to contribute back to the community.
Our main objective is to bring Imam Hussein to every household, or to take people to Karbala.
Producers, cameramen and editors all synchronize to capture, inspire and bring you closer to Abu Abdullah.
Working here is an honor and a privilege, yet nothing compared to the sacrifice of Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
Pass on the lantern of Imam Hussein.
Why should you support?
Why should you support?
Why should you support?